Hi, this is Majinoni, and here's my reviews for New Avengers 29 and Spider-Man number 4. Now, I really like this issue of Spider-Man. It, it, in a way, what it did was it gave closure to the death of Peter Parker, I guess you could say, because May never was able to say her final words to Peter, and this gave her that opportunity type thing. And once she figured out, yes, she existed in the other universe, and yes, that really was Peter, then in a way, it kind of showed her that she did the right thing. That every decision that she made in her life made Peter the type of person he is, today. And so I guess you can say that gave her a lot of peace and comfort in that, knowing that. Um, Other than that, it was like I said, it was a really entertaining read. The ass kicking is going to happen in the next issue, so we're going to have at least the last issue of ass kicking when everybody goes after Mysterio to send Peter back home, and I'm really looking forward to that issue. Overall, I really did enjoy this, and this is really turning out to be a really nice series. If you have not been buying this, I would highly recommend getting the trade. I know the trade is being offered now in a Diamond, I believe. So go to your comic book store, tell them you want the Spider-Man trade, and make sure you get it. Because I think this is going to be something that you'll probably want to look back at later. And, you'll just, like I said, this is one of those examples that you want to give to somebody that says, hey, comics are good. They're not just superhero smash type thing. Okay, let's look at the New Avengers. Now, with the New Avengers, this is kind of like their Illuminati story, where, Cap calls everybody together and they try to figure out what to do. Now, this takes place out of time. And while I know I've been harping on Marvel a lot for throwing things out of continuity with the storyline, this one I can give some slack to, just because if you look at the context of everything that's going on, this is, I guess you can say, this is more of a purpose-back filler story, where they give you a little insight as to what was going on behind the scenes, and that way it adds more flavor to the book. It's not like you're having multiple stories running at the same time, and because of release dates, they screwed up everything, and then the whole thing's a jumbled mess. So it's nothing like that in that sense. Overall, though, this was like a really good story because you see how everybody's looking at each other. You see how, the Professor X he's torn, because he's like, these are my children. I know what I have to do if they cross the line, and I can't do it because, they're mine. Like say he looks at Scott as his son. Then you have, Cap and Tony, they're like, what are we going to do, Professor X? Everybody's looking at Professor X going, this is your fault. And they want to use the Infinity Gems, in the back of their minds to just blot them out of existence type thing. And Professor X calls them on it. Then you have, like, Reed Richards throwing out this very interesting idea where he's like, you know what? I don't know where I am on this. Everything that they've been doing, based on the numbers, is for the better. And he's like, are you afraid that in this new utopia that they're creating, you'll be obsolete? And you can see it in their faces that, Reed's touching on something where there is this fear of, what if the Phoenix is doing the right thing and they do change the world in a positive manner, and they don't go corrupt? Where do these two characters fit in everything? And it's that fear of the unknown. While this is all going on, you notice Namor's not here, so everybody's going, where's Namor? Namer's not coming, and Cap's like, he's going to come, and everybody's going, bullshit. And there was a really kind of funny exchange. There is funny exchanges throughout this thing. Like, an example is when Doctor Strange pops in, he calls Reed doctor, and Tony's like, hey, why is all this doctor stuff? I'm a doctor type thing. And so, like, stuff like that was kind of, like, gives you, like, a little chuckle. But at the end, what was really I guess what you can say the best part of this book was at the end, when everybody just goes, F this noise, Namor's not coming, we didn't solve anything, I'm going. But Namor does finally show up, and then Namor and Cap have an exchange. And Marvel really paints Namor as an arrogant asshole. And don't get me wrong, he is. And they really are doing their job by doing that. But if you look at some of the earlier Invader books, he's not like that arrogant asshole. It's, 'cause they were all basically fighting the Nazis. And while I'm sure you can argue points here and there that, here's like issue 15's page 16, that here he is showing that he is arrogant, and, the next issue is an asshole. I'm not saying that didn't happen, but he was written, from what I can remember, slightly different. And, he might still been noble, just not the asshole prick that he is now. And this issue reminds you of that. Because, like, in the beginning, here, it's like you have the invaders working as a team. You have Namor even help calling Cap, brothers. We're brothers. And at the very end, it shows like a different side of Namor, because he brings that back again. And I think, in terms of his character, I think it really was a really nice touch, because it shows that underneath all everything that you constantly see, there's a different side of him, and it's a side that we don't normally see. And I think, like I said, I think that turned it into a lot stronger of an issue. So I really did like it, and it was a nice one-shot, in a sense, a one-shot type book, since we're going to go right back into battle again, going forward. So, 2 thumbs up here. What I'll do is I will give out a code for Spider-Man, and if you go to the Facebook link down there, I'll have the code for New Avengers. I'm not sure. I'll put it up there at some point, and odds are by the time you get to it, it might already be gone, because it's already been up or whatever. But it's one first come first serve. Just make sure you hit the like thing there, and then that way you'll be on top of things when they show up. So let's give you this code. And I got gypped on a code, because I had this Iron Man one. I don't remember giving out the code for Iron Man, but there was like nothing there. Okay, so there's that. If you have any comments or questions, let me know. Rate the video up or down. Let me know what you think. I'll have a couple more reviews for you guys, so until next time.